So, Phil Hambling, thank you very much for joining us on In the Cooler. And we're here to really talk about this song of yours that really goes back a few years, I think, in its historical kind of context. Tell us all about it and yourself.
Yes, well, this song, Pittville Park, was a magical place for me when I was a young kid. And it was in 1962. I was 7 years old, and I was playing on the swings in the slide with my friends. And all of a sudden, someone came over and said, "Somebody's drowning! Somebody's drowning in the lake." So we all ran into the boating lake, to the boating part of the lake, and I witnessed something that, quite frankly, I'll never forget. And it's in my head. And this lady was cradling her son, shouting to the heavens, "Save my child!" And the boy had climbed across the bridge, fell in, and he was obviously dead in her arms. But and it's something I'll never forget.
No, those kind of images are not likely to leave you, are they?
No, and that's the purpley red, which is in the song, is that was the colour of his face, and that I'll never forget. You see, that colour. Yeah. But 10 years later, in '72, I went back to Pittville Park, and they were dredging the lake. They were actually dredging it, and they were cleaning it up. And then stocking it with fish as well, and that's when that's the other part of the song where they're stocking it with fish for the fishermen to keep, and so you can go fishing now, But it was a sad tale to start with, and it was at front page of the Echo,
Yes. So that's the story behind the song. So have you always been a Cheltenham boy?
Yes, I have. I was born and bred in Cheltenham. I was born down the Lower High Street, and Gardener's Bakery. My father was foreman in Gardener's Bakery back in the '60s, and I was born in '55 above the shop, Gardener's Bakery shop in Cheltenham.
So have you been? Tell us about your songwriting career and what you do musically.
Yeah, well, I'm in a band called Moon 2, and I'm a singer-songwriter from Cheltenham. And I've been writing songs since 75. And the songs I first wrote were for a band called The Rotivators,
yes,
which we got a record deal in 1980. With Voyage International Records, and 4 of my songs were on the album. We were making an album, so we had a single out called Meet, and
is that That's MEET, as in meet up, or meet?
No, MEAT.
As on your plate, yes, got it.
It was a vegetarian song.
Yes, well, of course.
Yeah, it was a vegetarian song.
Yes,
and it was supposed to make you, feel bad about eating too much meat. Really,
right.
the song. And we got to number 11 in the alternative charts.
Oh, there you are. Yes,
in sound.
Yes.
And number 1 was Stiff Little Fingers at the time.
Yes.
So we remember Stiff Little Fingers, don't we?
You were in illustrious company then.
Oh, but that's right. Yeah.
I suspect that will be a collector's item now, wouldn't it?
Well, I think they're still selling it on the net. They're still selling it, yeah, because we were quite popular abroad as well. In France, Germany, we were selling singles there.
Yes, yes.
One of our biggest fans, the Rotivators, was Paul Henry from Crossroads.
Oh, right, yes.
He played Benny.
Yes, Benny with the hat. Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Paul Henry, his name is, and he was one of our biggest fans, Paul.
There you go. You see, there's local music history just underneath the surface here in the North Cotswolds and Cheltenham. Absolutely. So, so your history writing goes back years. Then you said 1975, didn't you?
Yes, yeah, that's right. It does, and of course, I've written quite a few songs now. And Moon 2, my present band, who we play regularly, the Cotswold Inn in Cheltenham. We play once a month there. We play the songs there that I write. We've been playing Tuesdays once a month there.
Yes. Yeah. And how many are in the band?
4. There's 4 of us.
So what do you do?
I sing, play guitar, and write most of the stuff. Write most of the songs.
So you're the one they blame. Sorry, praise. Sorry, wrong word. I'm the one they look to for success. Yes, and so you've got what? Drums and 2 other guitars or keyboards?
Yeah, drums. Mickey Clark on the drums, who is a legend in Cheltenham himself. Used to play for Nightfly, and Lee Hunter, who used to play for Strider in Strider. Nick Guppy, who's a very good guitarist, lead guitarist Nick Guppy, and we make a good sound.
A nice noise. Sound. Very good.
Yeah, nice noise.
Very good. And this track that we're talking about, the Pittville, what was the title of this track again?
Latest from Pittville. Yeah.
Yes, that's one of the songs that you could hear if somebody came along and listened to you.
Yes, it would be. I mean, it's a bit more. It's a heavier sort of version that we do live.
Yes.
Because Martin Mitchell played violin on the track that you've heard.
Wellington's up to his chin in the mud and the sludge and the din. Pressure pumps pumping out some heavy chemical down in Pittville. Well, they say there are dead bodies on the bed with their faces a purpley red. Pressure pumps pumping out some heavy chemical down in Pittville. Well, the ladies from Pittville is a digging it deep, and they're stocking it with fish for the fishermen to keep, and they're building a new bridge to replace the old down in Pittville. They're digging it deep, and they're stocking it with fish for the fishermen to keep, and they're building a new bridge to replace the old down in Pittville. Wellington's up to his chin in the mud and the sludge and the din. Pressure pumps pumping out some heavy chemical down in Pittville. Down in Pittville.
So you can go to philhambling.co.uk to find out where he and his band Moon 2 are performing. They've had a kind of monthly gig at the Cotswold Inn in Cheltenham, and you can see whereabouts they're at on the website, philhambling.co.uk, and maybe you might even want to book them for an event. Who knows?